can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was, ain't no one alive.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Julian Okwara in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
4th down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Huntley gets it quickly to Galladay. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. What's the call here? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson will buy some time right. Incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eluding the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 40, 30, only 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carried by number 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Being chased down left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Carry on Johnson.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Lions 14, Ravens 3.
On 1st and 10, Huntley will find Swift out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Huntley. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That's complete to a speedy wide Goodwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with a former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 1-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he puts it through.
The score, Lions 21, Ravens 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 20.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Number 22.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Duvernay. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the Lions' 20-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. Chance in front, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
A good pickup there, a 22. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Huntley. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Prater, and the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference. And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. On the keeper. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. T. Higgins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
The score, Lions 35, Ravens 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
Formation.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Swift. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 31 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 15 yards on the play. First down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, Mark, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Jackson on third down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. After getting this one across the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Play action. Now Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got your few down the stretch.
For 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Ross, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Take over first.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And the Detroit Lions hit Pater. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, good return up past the 30.
O'Shea on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Here's Jackson to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Buying time to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got his man out of the backfield, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Baltimore.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The utter dominance domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
And 9 yards to go.
To throw, Huntley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. On fourth down, Huntley. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Huntley. And he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Huntley to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. On fourth down, Huntley got a man, it's Ross, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. Jackson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And the 11.
From the gun, it's It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.